Tonight, the votes have been cast and counted. Pittsburgh has chosen Democrat Corey O'Connor as its next mayor. O'Connor's lead tonight so commanding, the AP called the race for him within 30 minutes of the polls closing. Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Christine Sorensen. Tonight we have team coverage. KDKA politics contributor John Delano joins us with analysis. And Jennifer Barrasso and Jessica Guay are at the mayoral candidates watch parties. We begin with Jessica Guay live at the O'Connor camp. Jess.
Corey O'Connor tells me he's feeling so much joy and happiness, and he's excited to serve the people of Pittsburgh. It's a very special night for O'Connor and his family. He will hold a position once held by his father, the late Bob O'Connor, as he has defeated his Republican opponent, Tony Moreno, in the race for mayor of Pittsburgh. O'Connor told the crowd of supporters tonight it's an honor to serve as mayor. He thanked his wife and kids, other family members, of course, his supporters, campaign staff, and the people of Pittsburgh. He also thanked Moreno for his eagerness to run in the election. He said this victory belongs to the people of Pittsburgh. He said while they're no longer with us, he's sure his mom and dad are happy as well. O'Connor has a tough job ahead of him. He will face a number of challenges, including fiscal ones. He said the work begins tomorrow and that he will be honest and transparent about the challenges they face, and he'll work tirelessly to commit to the promises he made. He said this victory is just the beginning. He also told me that his dad would want him to get to work now. O'Connor told me that he learned a lot from his dad, including that each and every day you do this because you love the city of Pittsburgh. His dad used to have that on his desk, so O'Connor will take that plaque with him in his new office. I asked what it means to him to be following in his father's footsteps.
You know, it probably hasn't sunk in yet. I tried to get a couple words out, but we can handle that in a couple months. But I think just looking out at the crowd and seeing his friends and supporters and seeing old O'Connor for mayor T-shirts, obviously you think about your parents at a time like this. But I think, you know, he'd want to say, okay, tonight's over, get to work. So I think that's where my mind is right now.
So you obviously have a lot of challenges you're going to face starting tomorrow and, you know, especially in January. So what do you want to tackle first? Is it going to be a number of things or really one thing that you want to, you know, go straight on and try to tackle?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, first of all, it's getting a good staff. I think over the next few weeks, we're going to put a great team together. I think we want to announce a public safety director relatively early. We want to announce a new chief of police, hopefully as early as December, so that council and residents can talk to the new chief so that he or she can be approved early on in January.
O'Connor asked people to join him in remaking the city. I asked him what he meant by that. He said he literally wants to hear from residents. They're going to be launching a website with a survey. We'll make sure to keep you updated on that. And Mayor Ed Gainey reached out to O'Connor tonight to congratulate him and also to extend an invitation to start the transition process. Reporting live on the South Side, Jessica Guay, KDKA News.
All right, thanks, Jess. And Jennifer Barrasso continues our election night coverage.
Yeah, she's been with Tony Moreno and his supporters tonight in Brookline. Jen.
Ken and Christine, obviously some disappointment here. Tony Moreno, I asked him if he plans to run again for mayor, and he told me no, he does not plan to pursue any more in the political realm. He told me that it was a nasty business. Just moments ago, he was able to leave a message for his opponent, Corey O'Connor, thanking him and wishing him well as he will lead Pittsburgh. Moreno, a retired Pittsburgh police officer, thanked his supporters before the AP declared O'Connor the winner. Moreno has been on the ballot before after losing to Ed Gainey in the 2021 Democratic primary. Moreno ran in the general elections as a Republican. He was beaten again by Gainey, who went on to become the city's first black mayor. He got about 28%. Gainey got about 71%. Pittsburgh hasn't had a Republican mayor since 1933. Moreno had this message.
Get a hold of yourselves, Republican Party. Know what's happening. Go to your people and find out what's not working and what did. Because right now it's not working. We have to come together, Pittsburgh. We have to show everybody that we can do this. It can be done. We can see it. The money's there. The people are there. And all we have to do is show that love.
All throughout his campaign, Moreno talked about being an agent of change, and he talked about providing accountability and transparency. And he told me he hopes Corey O'Connor will do that. Reporting live in Brookline, Jennifer Barrasso, KDKA-TV News. Back to you guys.